Welcome back. Day 25 of 100 Days of Nice. The nurturing self talk was I will give this moment my best. The integrity practice was focusing on one role at a time so I could really give my best effort to that one role and asking myself the question, what is the best that I can do right now? My best right now is different than my best at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is also different than my best at 1 o'clock in the morning. But just focusing on what is the best that I can do right now was one way that I would help myself find the answers to that question. The compliment was you are a good mother. Many times, and I'm sure a lot of parents can relate, we often feel guilty when we don't meet our own expectations or when we aren't our highest selves in the presence of our children. Many times we criticize ourselves for our parenting skills. So when something goes well, it's very important for us to be able to reward ourselves with positive words, with compliments, and honor the moments when we do connect with our children in a way that we are proud of. So I was able to do that during day 25. The emotional intelligence. I felt a lot of stress and a lot of overwhelm. The week has already started back up, and the multiple roles were back into play. And it was challenging for me to try to juggle my professional work with homeschooling, with looking after a pre toddler, and cooking all the meals and all of that during the day. So the stress and overwhelm was definitely getting to me. What I learned from that was that I was trying to do too much at the same time. I called myself trying to multitask. So I would give her one of her assignments on one of her reading or math assignments to do, and then I would try to be doing some of my professional work on the side. But then that wasn't really working very well because I would be interrupted to answer questions and things like that, or go grab my son to stop him from climbing on top of the bookshelf or something, and I wasn't giving not one thing my full attention, so everything felt like it was kind of falling apart. There was also a moment where I was burning the food because I was trying to cook while I was it was a mess. I was trying to do too much at the same time, and then the things that I was trying to do, none of them were getting done well. So what I ended up doing is coming up with this nurturing self-talk, and that's when I started implementing it. And I started repeating that to myself and trying to figure out, okay, what's the best that I could give this moment. I will give this moment my best, whatever that best looks like right now. That was definitely a turnaround experience and moment. I then was able to feel a lot of closeness, and I was able to feel very loved. What I learned from that was that appreciation and mutual experiences of joy, and also having new experiences, those three things tend to feed intimacy. So a little bit of context. After I was just like, okay, I'm not doing well at anything, so let me just focus on one thing at a time. I decided to, okay, I'm gonna focus these morning hours, the rest of this morning, to helping her get through her assignments. So I focused on that. I was giving her my full attention. She didn't have to say excuse me or try to get my attention or anything like that. I was there doing the assignments with her. And um, she was getting frustrated because she was trying to do an activity that was difficult for her. So one thing that I shared with her was, so she's a little girl, and she's the stereotypical, like, loves anything princess, sparkle, unicorn, all of that stuff. So when I tried to talk to her, I was kind of using magical language. So I was telling her that one of her special powers is the ability to change things. So she has the power to make hard things easy. And I told her that the power she has is practice. And through her power of practice, she can make hard things easy. So I asked her if she wanted to start practicing her power and using her power to do it. And then I reminded her of an experience in the past when something was hard for her, but when she used her power of practice, she was able to make it easy. And when she remembered it, then her emotional state changed. She was able to feel some pride and some confidence, and she started laughing like, yeah, I did that. So we used that energy to then focus on the activity and she was having a hard time with. So we practiced it and we repeated it, and it wasn't even like 5 minutes later, she was spelling the word accurately, and we were being able to recognize. We were practicing sight words reading, and she was able to recognize and read the words. And oh my gosh, when she did, she literally shrieked and jumped up out of the chair and wrapped her arms around my neck. It was like, oh, I did it, thank you. And so I just reinforced that idea, like, see, you have that power. You have the power of practice. You know how to make hard things easy. Good job. And just that moment, it was one, I love being a part of people's aha moments. That's like part of my job as a coach and a therapist, but also being able to be a part of that for your own child is it's it's at a different level. It's another level of reward. So I was so grateful to be able to do that, but then also for her to recognize it and appreciate it. That's where that mutual experiences of joy came in, and just knowing that she appreciated and acknowledged that experience so much. And then I was just noticing and being able to, like, throughout the day, she just wants our attention. And many times I'm trying to multitask so she doesn't get my full attention, and she's very aware of that. But once she got it, she was she was loving it. And then seeing her love that and seeing how much I am appreciated and valued by her was just a reward in itself. So it just helped me feel so much better and so much more satisfied and full of purpose and all of those other beautiful things. And we got through the assignments much faster. Excuse me. So I had the time that I needed to be able to finish up my professional activities of the day. So it was a roller coaster of a day, but in the end, it was successful, and I made beautiful memories, and I felt good, and I felt loved, and I'm definitely complimenting myself for that. So that was my day 25. I'll see you all soon for 26. Take care.